What up, everyone? Before we start the review, I gotta ask you guys a question. Who's your favorite Joker? Let me know in the comments below. We got Mark Hamill from Batman Arkham Asylum, Cesar Romero from the very first Batman. Then we got Jared Leto. I'm not even gonna talk about that. Then we got my boy Joaquin Phoenix, who I absolutely love. Got my other boy here, Jack Nicholson. And then you got Heath Ledger. And then you got the Joker that was even worse than Jared Leto in Gotham. And personally, my favorites are. Oh man, I gotta go with Mark Hamill as number one because he's been in more Batman appearances than Joaquin Phoenix. But Joaquin Phoenix is my second favorite Joker, and Heath Ledger is probably my third. Let me know what you guys have in mind for your favorite Joker. Sometimes the opinion changes because Joaquin Phoenix comes out and just destroys it. Man, do I love that movie. Anyways, this is a review of Halloween 4, The Revenge of Michael Myers. Ooh, so scary. Watching Halloween 2 last night was a blast. I really, really liked it. It was my first time watching it. And this is my first time watching Halloween 4. And whew, this technically Halloween 3 because Season of the Witch doesn't have anything to do with Michael Myers. And man, this if this was called Halloween 3, I think people would have liked it a bit more. Just because of the name. They're like, oh, Halloween 4, and a lot of people don't watch it because, I mean, 4 movies for this series is a lot, but there's more after this, so who fuck cares at this point? But I wouldn't say I like this movie better than the second one, but it is almost tied. It's like right underneath it. I there's nothing I don't like about it. There's no complaints I have. I just I like the second one so much, but this one does so many good things, and they do it so properly. It's not John Carpenter. I don't know if you guys knew that, who made the original two, but I forget the director's name. But um, the intro scene to this movie, I think I like a bit better than the old school Halloween pumpkin with the credits. This intro was unsettling as fuck, and it really, really captures that Halloween spirit. The original Halloween did too, but I think this intro was a bit better. The characters are really good. All the side characters, I think, are really good for the most part. There's not They make a couple of stupid decisions, but nothing you can be too mad at them about. And this movie is basically Michael Myers going after his niece. And when I found out about that, I was like, holy fuck, she's so young. This is terrible. So you feel bad for the girl the whole movie when she's running away and no one believes her but the boogeyman. And then they finally see him. They're like, yeah, dumb motherfucker, why didn't you listen? But the child actor, I don't know her name, she did a fantastic job. And I'm not going to spoil too much about the movie, but let me just say the ending to this movie I was not going to expect. I thought it was going to end, and then another scene came on, and I was like, oh, okay. Probably a cliffhanger for another movie, which kind of is, without spoiling anything. But I think you guys will really, really like it if you have any interest in watching this movie. I heard this is like recommended in the Halloween series compared to the ones after. Apparently, they get really bad. But this was such a delight to sit through. Like I said, they didn't rip off John Carpenter. They add a bit of amp to their music. It's a lot louder. It's not as silent. And it's still the original, but it's like kind of remixed a bit. But they did a terrific job. They didn't butcher it and make a fucking laughing joke out of it. They really took it seriously. And a lot of people, Chris Buckman, I'm talking about you, say that they like the movie, but they don't like the way it was shot. And I think the way it was shot was intentional because John Carpenter's original Halloween, it's a lot of long, wide shots, and you can see everything. Beautiful looking movie. But what I really appreciate about Halloween 4 is how they did the camera work in this, and they tightened it up a bit. I don't know how much an aspect ratio, but they tightened it up, and a lot of people feel like they're just not being as artistic as John Carpenter and taking long shots of the movie so you can see these beautiful houses and everything. But I think what they did here is intentional because, especially in the fucking horror scenes, it feels claustrophobic as fuck. And they like, kind of squish it together compared to the original Halloween. And I really like that about it. I don't know if it was intentional, but my gut's telling me that. I really liked it. Dr. Loomis has a bunch of memorable lines. I think he has better lines in this than he did in the first. When it comes down to the real moments, he has some terrific lines. The actor, terrific. There is a couple of over-the-top scenes of Michael Myers and Dr. Loomis going after each other. I know I said I won't spoil the movie, but fuck, my bad. I just started talking. And the gas station blows up and Michael Myers drives a fucking huge ass truck and he gets out of there. There's a couple of, actually that's the only really over the top moment, but my favorite kill in this whole movie, he takes the shotgun, goes to the girl. You think he's gonna shoot her, but he doesn't really use guns really, and he just fucking right through the stomach. He doesn't shoot her, he rams the shotgun in her. And the way the fucking movie is shot, it is so fucked. My jaw was hanging down on the floor. It was insane. Like the next 2 minutes, I was still trying to process the movie because that kill was just insane. Like, fuck, man. The actor who played Michael Myers, really good job. A lot of people don't like the mask in this movie, and I understand why they like the original look better. It's a lot dirtier. This is a lot more clean. It looks like he just grabbed it from a Halloween store, which I'm pretty sure he did. And boy, oh boy, this mask creeped me the fuck out. More than the original, actually. I've seen the original so many times, it doesn't creep me out. And I think this is the only movie where he wears this mask. I could be wrong, but I found this fucking mask to be a bit more terrifying just because it's just so pale. Like there's nothing on it. It's just white. And when you think of a ghost, what do you think? You think of white. Well, I do at least, ever since I was a kid. So makeup effects, like the costume design, the set design, everything about this movie is beautiful, especially the music. All 3 acts flow together beautifully. I was never bored. I was glued the whole time. And the only reason I put Halloween 2 above this is just because some of the scenarios I found a bit more interesting, but here, like I said, nothing to complain about. I just found some of the encounters in Halloween 2 were a bit more interesting, but when you watch this, you will see the 3rd act, and when you see the end, you're going to be like, what the fuck? If you haven't seen this movie. I'm sure fucking a million people have seen this by now. It's been out forever. So thank you for watching the review, and I'll check you guys on Thursday. I'm going to go see Halloween Ends, and that's going to be it for Halloween movies, and then Black Adam comes out next week, or the week after. Can't wait for that.